So we have news regarding Hellboy the Cricket Man, and this news could very well be the best case scenario for this project, but it definitely confirms what I've been saying about this film for quite some time. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I see is wrong with this version of Hellboy. Now, back when the very first trailer was released, I said that something is missing. Something doesn't feel right about this version of Hellboy. Now, many people came to the film's defense and they said, oh, this is what a Hellboy film is supposed to look like. If you were to pick up a Hellboy comic book right now, it will look exactly like that of the Cricket Man. Now, I am not too familiar with all of the Hellboy comics, right? I had some comics back in the days, and I can't really remember exactly what I got from them, but I would say I was not getting the feeling that the Cricket Man resembled that of a Hellboy comic. In fact, I'm going to get into exactly what is missing. But first, let me give you guys the news. This news comes from comicbookmovie.com. As you know, your boy absolutely loves to cover news from this site. Regardless if I like the news or hate the news, this site continues to bring the noise. Shout out to him. This article is titled "The Cricket Man Clip Dials Up the Scares as U.S. Digital Release Dates Are Finally Confirmed." U.S. digital release dates are finally confirmed. So yes, no theatrical release for you, United States. None. Zip. Nada. You thought you was going to be watching this in the movies? No, you ain't. You're going to be watching it at home. Now, I'm not going to give you guys the whole article. I'm just going to give you what's more important. The plan is for it to debut on October the 8th for $19.99 as a 2-week exclusive to all electronic sell-through partners, meaning platforms like Amazon and Fandango. Then it hits VOD on October the 22nd for the low price of $6.99. So for 700 pennies, you will be able to rent that of Hellboy the Cricket Man right from your home. There's no way this character has fallen this far. I refuse to believe that. Del Toro did a wonderful job. If you ask me, the 2019 version of Hellboy is a great film. That film is highly underrated. Don't get me wrong, the story isn't strong, but the elements of Hellboy is definitely there. When I look at the Cricket Man, I don't feel it. And that brings me to problem number one. This film was not made for theaters. I said a few months ago that this film looks like it was made for a straight to DVD movie. That's how I felt. And a lot of people say, no. And here it is. It's going straight to VOD. It's skipping over the theaters and going right to your TV screen. Right? They should have sold this thing to Netflix, if anything. But the quality just wasn't there for me. Right? The way that Hellboy looked, the way that the whole cinematography looks, the character designs, right? The story looked like it was done in an hour, right? The film has the scope of someone who has recorded it in their backyard. That's how I was feeling. It looked like they had one filming location for that Hellboy. And it seems to me that was the idea right out of the gate. They filmed this movie with every intention on putting it straight to VOD. Give it a low budget, put it right on VOD. Thus, they have an easy path to success. I don't know. But I refuse to believe that Hellboy would not hold up in the theaters in today's society. In fact, a lot of us wanted a Hellboy 3 from that of Del Toro. We never got it. That's what people want at this very moment. Even though I like the 2019 version, Del Toro's version is the ultimate version, right? Ron Perlman, oh my goodness, that guy would be the definitive Hellboy to the day we all die, right? Now, let's go to problem number two. This does not feel like a comic book movie. That's right. Even though Hellboy is a horror comic, The Crooked Man is lacking that element as well. One thing that Del Toro did wonderful, he was able to take Hellboy out of that horror element and make him into something that would fit into everybody's preference, right? Which is a comic book movie. Everybody loves a comic book movie. But The Crooked Man, it lacks that feeling. In fact, it feels like that of a horror movie, especially when you look at the design of Hellboy himself, right? Hellboy is ugly. He looks like a demon hunting a demon. Yeah, I know that is the premise of Hellboy, but Del Toro's version and also the 2019's version, they managed to pull that off perfectly, right? They managed to give Hellboy this comic book aesthetic instead of this serious all the time aesthetic, and not to mention this horror feeling. And that is what these people are going for with this film. And if you ask me, it was the wrong thing to do. See, quality in comic book movie was never in mind in regards to this version of Hellboy. And as fans of the character, we cannot see him in the light that we hope to see him in. And that is in the theaters. I don't want a film that's made for straight to DVD. A lot of times those films lack a lot of quality, man. Some of them are great, like that of Outlander and Solomon Kane. Solomon Kane is a wonderful film. I highly recommend that, ladies and gentlemen. That film surprised your boy. Like, for real, I put it on and I'm like, wait a minute. Why is this so good? So some straight to DVD films could very well do great. Right. I'm not saying all of them suck, but out of a sea of trash, not many of them exist. Gotta get that off my chest. So when it comes down to this situation, it could work in the favor of what they're putting forth, but that isn't a guaranteed as well, right? It still can flop. It still can. Now, I will be watching this, I guess, on the 8th. I'm not going to waste my money and try and hope for, or my time and try and hope for a theatrical release. I'll watch it on the 8th. I'll probably rent it on Amazon, and I'll tell you guys what I thought about it. But I might also wait to save some money on October the 22nd and get it for the low price of $6.99. What you guys think about that? I don't know. Decisions. I guess I'll be making one really soon. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you brought that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Try to reach that magical number 10,000 subscribers. So I'd be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over this threshold by hitting that subscribe button. If you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button. To help out that algorithm, be button in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Hellboy going straight to VOD. And always remember, let the bon temps roule. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.